The boat behind me is the new Cranchi T55. It's just been launched here at the Cannes Boat Show, and it's quite an interesting boat. So we're going to do the full tour on this one. I'm going to show you what it's all about. Now, this is very much the trawler yacht style of boat rather than your traditional Flybridge style. And I'll explain that a bit more when we go on board via this high-low platform and up into this nice cockpit area, which is a pretty decent size. And what we'll do is we'll go inside first of all, we'll cover all the areas inside, and then we'll do the deck areas and the crew cabin and the engine room. Now, for a 55-foot boat, it does feel particularly big because as it's a trawler yacht style, you don't have things like rake screens. Everything is nice and upright, and that gives a huge amount of volume in here. And these big windows you can see around the front give plenty of light into here as well. And again, a classic trawler yacht thing is to put the galley up forward, because the idea of these boats is that you can cruise at low speeds for long distances, and this means that as you're going along you can make yourself a sandwich or a cup of tea or something and keep a good watch out of the front. This is the actual helm itself, and again what these screens do, if we ever sit in this helm seat, you do have a particularly good view out, very uninterrupted. That works well. And then you've got your dashboard just there. So galley is here, Samsung cooking, and then of course this is your usual fridge and another fridge, and then the access to the lower deck is over here. I like the way they've done this. This is nice. Nice big wide treads as we go down. And in here, this is all your electrical panels. So all the controls for the boat, the circuit breakers, for the 240 volt and the 24 volt systems, they're all on there. Let's head on down and we will go forward first. Now this is a 3 cabin layout. So your guest VIP cabin is up here in the bow. Seat down over there, as you can see. And then this is storage around here and around here. And then big wardrobes and more storage. So for long distance cruising, you've got plenty of room to put all your gear. This has access to the heads. Now this is a day heads and ensuite to this cabin, so there's another door just there. And it's a really good size heads actually, lots of floor space, and you've got a separate shower area. You can see across there, so you can keep this area dry. Some nice lighting solutions in here as well. So the other door is from the main passageway, so that during the day people can just come down the steps and go in, but also it means that this can be used at night from cabin 3, and that is over here. So a great size cabin, really good headroom as we go into here, as you can see. And it's very simply configured to either 2 singles as we have at the minute, or of course there's an infill that drops in and you can make that into a double. And of course your wardrobe again in behind. And as I say, this cabin at night, if you want to use the loo, you'd nip across in through that door just there. Now the master cabin is at the back. It's full beam. I like the decor in here. I like this wood. I like the lighting that they put into it. That's rather nice. Bags of storage again. There's a dressing table just here with a mirror. Pop-up TV at the back. And then this is all storage in here. And the sort of wardrobe section just in around the corner. And as you'd expect, it has its own ensuite. There we go. It's a very nice size for the size of boat. Rainfall shower. Excellent. Okay, let's go and have a look around the outside, because there's some nice deck areas on this one. So we are back out through here. Up these steps. And what we'll do is, rather than going back through the saloon, there is a side access door. You can see it just here. So we can slip out here onto the side deck and head on forward. And again, this is classic trawler yacht with these high sides and the ability to walk right around the boat, because as I mentioned, although you have got some high speeds if you want them, you can just cruise this one gently at low speed down the coast and use all these areas as you cruise along. This has got the bimini shade on it, which is nice, and the seating area just here, of course, great view out over the bow. And then these sun pads are here. And the crew cabin on this one is right up here at the front of the boat. Now, she's a 55-foot boat, so the crew cabin is obviously not massive, but it is certainly usable. There we go. So this just has a little area here. This then infills to make this into a bed. And you've got the loo opposite and the little sink. As I say, very compact, but it is a small boat comparatively, certainly as far as crew go. But if you wanted some occasional space, or you wanted to tuck a child down here, it's absolutely perfect. Okay, so let's emerge from that and we'll continue the tour down this side and head for the Flybridge. So that is accessed via these steps over on this side. There's a controller here, incidentally, so that if you're stern to berthing, this controls the IPS pod drive system and the bow thruster, so you can stand here and watch the boat back in. But we'll head on up and we'll take a look at the Flybridge, where there is, of course, another helm station. So that is at the front of the boat. Beneath this hardtop is an opening section. You can see it's part open at the moment. The bar is here as well, with a barbecue. And of course, ice maker and fridge are also located on this deck. There's a nice little dinette area. This of course unfolds, so if you want this for dining, you just drop that back like that on both sides. You've got a big dining table and sunbathing up ahead, and the helm itself is over on this side with a great view out of Cannes Boat Show. And then further back, well, this area is another sunbathing area, but what you can do is move this backrest so we can lift it like that, and now this increases the seating all the way around here and gives an aft facing seat just behind. And at the back they've left this open, so you can choose. You can have sunbathing here if you want to, but also you can have a crane on here and lift a jet ski or a dinghy up here, and that means you can carry a dinghy and a jet ski, which is nice and fairly unusual on this size of boat. This has got the extending bimini, so this comes out, as you can see, or you can power it away back into there and just have the small bimini if you prefer. Okay, let's head on down and we'll finish up with a quick look at the engine space. And that, I'll move my bag out of the way, is under here. So this boat has IPS drive. These are pod drives rather than shaft drive, so you have twin propellers on a pod under each side, twin engines of course. Let's come right down in. Now the engines are D8 IPS 800, they're 600 horsepower each. You can see the pods, or the top of them at least, at the back just there, so pods are directly underneath and they vector to steer the boat. The other engine is over on that side. These storage bins, you can lift these completely out, they're accessed from the cockpit, and this is the generator in the centre. It's not a Flybridge speedboat, this is a trawler yacht, so you're looking at about 21 knots flat out, cruising at about 14, and at 14 knots she's got about 300 miles of range. But as I say, this is not about blasting down the coast, this is about setting off and having a really great day on the water, pottering down, enjoying the whole boat and enjoying the trawler yacht experience. And I think for that it's excellent. Okay, let's head on up, close that one back down before we lose somebody down it. These are the storage bins, by the way. It's just using all the space on the boat again. There we go, so you've got ropes and fenders and whatever in there. But as I say, if you're maintaining the engines, you can lift that completely out to give you better engine access. Good. Let's go and finish up in here. And that is it. That is the Cranchi T55. I think that's a really lovely boat actually. A bit different to the normal Flybridge. I like the trawler yacht influences and I think that works very well. I hope you enjoyed that tour. If you haven't subscribed, do please consider doing so. Hit the little bell. It'll keep you posted of more videos coming, and we'll look forward to catching you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.